Hello, 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 hello. We are live. Welcome. Sunday, slow your roll. I am trying to get all the lighting figured out here. It's one of the more difficult parts of this. So hopefully you can see me and we'll be able to connect and flow. I'm going to get my ear pods so you can hear me even better. Make sure we are connected here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So many things. It takes so many things. I need a professional producer because I just want to show up and teach yoga. I am a little bit far away today because I wanted to be able to stand up and move and have my whole body in the frame. So, hi over there. Welcome. I have been reminding myself this morning to slow my roll. It is a few minutes into 10 a.m. So we're just going to do the basics. As you know, I like to set my intention for the space and just make it really special, make it feel like a ritual, like a sacred space for me to come to, making it feel important and where I can connect and just go within. It's easy to just blast through our yoga practice or any practice for that matter, but I find when we put intention and ritual into it, it just creates this different energy of receiving and connecting within. So as you know, I like to have all of the elements. So we'll go ahead and light our fire element here with the candle. I love candles. I have a candle burning almost at all times, so it's really special and important to me. I have some water, a little spritz. This is from a good friend of mine, the Lotus Love Apothecary, which is actually in Denver, in Colorado. So cheers to them. They make incredible essential oils and teas and sprays and mists. I have a stone. This is my earth. I can't remember what this is called, but it's super grounding and super cleansing. I actually tend to carry this with me in my pocket a lot. Grounds me deep into the earth. And then we'll go ahead and light our fire. This is Palo Santo. Light our air. Get some sage. You can use sage. You could use Palo Santo. Whatever you want to burn to just kind of cleanse the air, set the tone, get that fire moving, get that air moving, really connect to what that means to you and this helping to cleanse the energy we consciously or unconsciously, subconsciously collect a lot of energy along the movement of our life. And it's important to kind of just cleanse that. I like to do this daily, getting the spaces that we don't even think about all around the legs, the arms, the chest, the throat, the back of the neck. So I'm going to do my best today to keep this at about an hour. Now that my space is set, my intention is set, and I'm here, I am present. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so honored to be able to guide you through this practice. I look forward to all of the different directions that this practice can go for us, and I hope that you are finding some time to just slow down on this beautiful Sunday, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Now, to come to your mat, I always recommend stacking up on some sort of pillow. I have a yoga cushion. It's really comfortable, kind of beanbag-like, and it helps just stack my hips up a little bit higher off of the floor so that I can lift my hips up and then lower my knees below the hips, just opening up that front line, really helping me to ground into the space. So whatever you need to do to get there, if you need to sit in a chair or on the couch before we get onto our mat, that's totally welcome. So once you find your space, once you find your grounding, start to go within, closing the eyes or bringing them nice and low towards the ground. Hands are resting gently on the body in some fashion that feels like it's going to just allow you to surrender and allow you to come into that breath. Allow you to slow your roll. And welcome to this moment. Welcome home. Welcome home to this space within. Welcome to cultivating a connection and a practice that really matters to you. If you are new to yoga, welcome. If you've been doing yoga for a lifetime, welcome. Maybe you have been doing yoga for lifetimes, and that's the beautiful part about this practice is every time we come to our mat, it's a little bit different. You're a little bit different. Life is a little bit different. Your body is a little bit different. So start to ground down and notice the parts of the body that are connected to the floor, the mat, the couch, the chair. And start to breathe into this anchoring, into this spot that you can maybe just find some deeper connection to. And start to use the breath to lower that anchor. Lower the anchor deeper through the sit bones, through the feet. Allow the shoulders to relax and surrender. Allow the face to soften. The space between the brow gets to unwrinkle. The ears soften. The tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth. The jaw is heavy. Maybe a little parting of the lips, breathing in and out. Not really changing much here. It's just a moment of awareness. A moment of coming into the body, working our way in to the center. And choose a space on the body here that feels like your center space, whether that's the belly, the sternum, the place where the ribs meet, near the breastbone, the heart. Maybe even you feel like your center is your throat today. The third eye, which is the space between the brows. Or maybe it's the sit bones where you're sitting and rooting and anchoring. Choose a center point that resonates with you and go within that space. Allow this space to be the area in which you come back to when you start to wander, when the inevitable thoughts arise, when the judgment starts to happen, when the expectations start to try and guide you, when that ego tells you you have all of these other things to be doing. What are you doing? Slowing down. Who are you to take this time? And with this anchoring, with this centering, you get to say thank you, but no thank you. This is my moment. This is what I need. This is what I deserve. This is my time to go within, to allow all the energies to fall away from me and to really settle into who I am. Settle into the space that I'm taking up, that I deserve to take up. This moment is for you. Allow it. Welcome it. Receive it. And breathe into it. Notice with each exhale that the grounding and the anchoring and the rooting becomes deeper, stronger, more fulfilling, more connected. What does that mean to you? How does that feel when you root down into your space? How does it feel when you connect to your breath, to your body, to your moment, the present? They say the presence is our present. How beautiful is that we get to take this gift at any time. Just take a few moments, breathing, thinking the thoughts that arrive and allowing them to float by. Non-attachment, not needed, just surrendering. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. I slow down enough, I feel my heartbeat. I feel my body settle. I feel my breath nourishing me even deeper than before because this awareness allows me to be fulfilled by it, to be grateful for it, to be one with it. And as we begin to move, I'm going to guide you through a box breath. So as you inhale, we will go to the count of 4 all the way in. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Slowly release. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Out. Let it go. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. 2 more rounds. In. 2, 3, 4 at the top. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Let it go. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, and 4. Last one all the way in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Smooth exhale. 2 more just like that all the way in. All the way out. Beautiful. One more. And let it go. Amazing. Bring your right hand to the heart. Bow your chin ever so slightly. Left hand stacks on top. Head closer to heart, making this beautiful infinite circle of love and connection. Thanking our body, thanking all the life that we have lived, being grateful and excited for all the life that we have left. What a privilege, what an honor it is to be in this lifetime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And from this space of heart connection and deeper breath established, set an intention for your practice. A word, a wish, a prayer, a mantra. What do you need in this moment? What do you need for the next 45 minutes or so together? What will help keep you centered and grounded? Having compassion for our body as we move through this practice. Having hope, having joy, having an open mind. What do you need? Take a nice breath into your intention here, breathing into the heart space and letting it go. Let's do one more, just like that, all the way into the heart space. Open it up, open it up, open up. Inhale, let it go, contract all the way out. On the next breath, spread the hands wide, reaching them down towards the floor and out to the sides of the rooms as the arms reach, and you go all the way up to the top. Fingertips connect and pull down towards the heart center, making that center line, that source, that connection all the way through the body. Two more just like that. Reach the hands down and around, out wide, all the way up to the top. Reach. Fingertips connect, pull down into the heart space, bowing the chin, allowing yourself to settle within. One more big reach. Open. Fingertips connect this time. Bend the elbows and cactus the arms and lean back, opening the heart. Breathing in, leaning into it. Trust the body. What do you need? Good, big breath in, reach up nice and high. Rotating to the right side of the room, left hand on top of the right knee, big twist. The right fingertips are behind you as a little kickstand. On the inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, twist. Maybe the gaze goes over that right shoulder. Two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, revolve and twist. Last one. Twist and release the breath. With an inhale, come back to center, reaching the hands up nice and high. Cactus the arms, shine the heart, bend the back just slightly, opening up, leaning in, trusting. Inhale to center. Rotating over to the left, right hand onto the left knee, left fingertips behind us. Inhale, big breath to lengthen. Exhale, rinse and twist. Two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, revolve and twist to the right, allowing the spine to move in this beautiful twisting way. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. The spine and the mid-body loves this movement. Inhale back to center, slowly unwind. Breath in, reach the fingertips high. Cactus the arms, shine the heart. Good, inhale to center. Hands through heart center, pause, come back to that intention. Notice where the thoughts have gone. Stay in your center. Stay rooted, stay connected. Good, coming off of the cushion, if you're sitting on a chair, go ahead and come to your mat, please, and connect here. And reach the legs out nice and long in front of you. Swaying side to side to remove the flesh from the sit bones and shake those legs out. Good. Feeling where the body wants to go. Maybe a little bit of movement side to side. My low spine feels a little bit tight from some mountain hiking yesterday. So I'm just going to move and breathe. And then coming down to the feet, rolling through the ankles, pointing and flexing. Spread the toes. Take a nice breath in. And then exhale, forward fold, nice and softly, nothing deep, nothing too strenuous. Just let the body hang and fold. Hang and fold here. Come to the breath. Notice where you're holding your breath. Notice where it's tight. Notice if the breath can guide you into that space and allow for some additional release. Asking the body to surrender into the space, into the moment, into this beautiful moment that we've created, a sacred space, deeper connection. Good, and then slowly rise up, bringing the feet with you for butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. Hands on the fronts of the shins. Inhale, shine the heart high. And then exhale, fold forward, using the elbows on the insides of the knees to help press the knees closer towards the ground if that feels good. Of course, back off if that's a little bit too much. And then we'll find some movement. Inhale, rise up, shine the heart, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, round and curl, fold forward, surrender. Good, two more. Inhale, rise up, use the hands on the fronts of the shins as a little bit of leverage, and then lower, slow and controlled heart center coming down towards the feet, down towards the ground. Inhale, breath, rise up, lift up. Hands are still on the shins, helping us pull up even higher. And then we surrender and soften and fold forward. Maybe the elbows want to press into the knees a little bit more. Let it go. Good. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. Mermaid the feet around to one side or the other. Finding tabletop posture. Some big circles here with the whole body. Good. Where does the body want to go? Of course, I'm your guide and I'm here to help you find new postures and positions, but also your body is super intuitive and constantly sending you messages it knows best for you. So if you're feeling discomfort, if you're having ailments, if you're having skin situations come up, if you're having sleep problems, there's something going on within you. It's a message your body is trying to tell you. So when we come to our mat, we allow ourselves to listen. What is it? What does it mean? What is it asking of you? Can you comply? Can you slow down enough to listen? As you're ready, inhale, shine the heart forward, lift the chin, the gaze, the back is heavy. Feeling like a little hammock there with the stomach and the ribs are opening. And then on an exhale, round and curl, reversing that arch, tucking the tailbone under, chin to chest. Two more like that. Cow pose, the belly hangs down like a hammock. The chest lifts, the chin lifts, the tailbone lifts. Exhale, round and curl, the chin connects, the tailbone rolls under. We press the mat away from us. One more. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round and curl. And with the toes tucked, slowly start to come up onto the knees. If you need a little support, a blanket is always a great thing to have right underneath the knees, or maybe even rolling the mat over one time or two times to just give yourself that extra support. I'm lucky enough to be on some carpet here, so that helps with my softness. But we're going to come into this nice big opening, just a modified camel. So what that means is just pushing the hips forward and allowing the heart to shine forward. Good. Keep the toes tucked for a little bit of extra support. And even if your back bend looks like just a tiny arch, a tiny opening, that's okay. Lean in as much as you can. And know that as we work towards a bigger, deeper arch and stretch, you will get there at some point. Allow the body to do what it needs. Inhale to center. One more cactus. The arms lean back. Good. Come up nice and high. Hands come through heart center as we sit back onto our heels for a little toes pose here. This can be a pretty intense posture, so take your time. Maybe coming in and out of it if this is your first time doing toes pose. If you feel like you can sit through a little bit of that discomfort, please go ahead and do so. That's a part of this posture, is getting comfortable in the uncomfortable. Sitting into the posture. Breathing through it, coming back to the center. Where was that anchoring space that you created at the very beginning? What does that mean to you? How can you use it right here, right now? Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Yes, you can. Stay with it. One more breath all the way in. I know. Let it go. Roll forward, hands to the mat, tapping the tops of the feet down onto the ground, releasing those toes. Good, come back. If your mat is rolled, unroll your mat, reset up your space. Good, and then tuck those toes once again and find downward facing dog. Good, pedal through the heels. This is probably your first down dog of the day, so just be light and gentle and easy on the body. I like to rock my hips side to side like I'm wagging my tail, noticing the lengthening of each side body, noticing the stretch, noticing where I'm a little bit tight or a little bit more open, and breathing into both spaces equally, and then finding a center line in this downward facing dog. And I encourage you to bend your knees a lot. So a lot of the times we can be up high where our shoulders are high up over the wrist and we're just not really pressing down through the heart space, and the knees are really straight and the hips aren't as high as they can be. So I recommend bending the knees and then reaching the belly towards the tops of the thighs. Notice what that does to the shoulders, how that can adjust the heart, reaching closer towards the floor, towards the knees, whatever shape your body is in, and then slowly start to release the heels down close to the mat. And now I know we get some expectations of what the postures should look like, but go with how it feels. So if any of my cues don't feel quite right and you want to go back to how it felt before, that is so welcomed. And find your breath. At some point, down dog does become a resting posture for us, where we can come into this space and we can really truly settle down into where we're at, where we're comfortable in the uncomfort, where we like the head below the heart, we let the neck surrender, and we feel our body just start to melt into the space. Take a nice big breath in. And a breath out, slowly start to walk the hands back to the feet. If down dog does not feel like a resting posture for you, I totally understand. I totally get it. And maybe it never will. That's okay. Those expectations don't need to be created by me. Let them be created by you. Or even just allowing yourself to surrender and go with what is. Let the head hang. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Knees are bent a lot here as well. So I like to start this ragdoll forward fold posture off as a stretch and a lengthening in the upper spine and the neck. So taking the hamstrings out of it, taking the backs of the legs out of it, just allowing yourself to fold forward. And with the knees bent, it does challenge the legs a little bit more, but it does give the upper body a moment to just breathe and stretch, release. And of course, find the breath. Can you bend the knees a little bit more? Let go, bend the knees a little bit more. It is heavy. You're almost in a squat now. Good, and slowly rise up into Utkatasana with the legs hip distance. Fingers reach forward. A little bit of challenge for the legs here for the moment. Take a breath in. Sink an inch. 2 more, breath in. Let it go. 1 more. And forward fold. Beautiful. If the fingertips don't quite reach the mat, you can use that same cushion if you would like. And we're bringing the right hand down, the left hand high, bend deep into the right knee, and let that left leg go towards straight. The left arm reaches up high. We circle through that left hand, finding that nice big opening here. Big breath. All the way out. Beautiful. Left hand down. Halfway lift your fingertips to the mat or to your cushion, or if you have a block, go there. Allow that to help you lift and rise up. And then surrender into the fold. Left hand down. Right hand high, left knee bends, right leg goes towards straight so that we're getting a nice stretch in that right leg too. Right hand lifts high, roll through the right wrist. Open and close the right hand. Big open. Breathe here. All the way in. And all the way out. Beautiful. Remove your prop out from underneath you. Toe heel the feet under the hips. So hip distance is about 2 fists in between the ankles. And as you're ready, take your time, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. I like to sway side to side a little bit just to get each muscle kind of feeling its own stretch. Each vertebrae stacking individually. All the way up into the top. The head is the last to arrive. Beautiful. Big breath in. All the way. Lift, lift, lift. Fingertips high. Am I still in the frame? Almost. Pull the hands down through heart center. Bow the chin ever so slightly. Inhale, big breath all the way up. Yes, you can. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Plant the palms and walk yourself forward into a high plank. And right away, dropping down to the knees, we're going to warm the arms up a little bit. Modified push-up, lower halfway, and press back up. If this is too much for you, just hold this high plank. That is still a place where we can get some benefit there. Otherwise, lower and lift 5 times. 3 more. Use the breath. Inhale down. Exhale up. This time, untuck the toes, lowering all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes, root down through the tops of the feet. Hands are nice and light underneath the shoulders. Coming into low cobra, inhale, lift and rise just slightly. The gaze stays down at the horizon of the mat so that the neck is long, and then we exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Press back through child's pose for just a moment. Knees nice and wide. Forehead touches the mat. Big toes touch. Hips towards heels. Fingertips reaching to the top of the mat and surrender into your child's pose. I love this posture because you can hear your breath. You've made this little cocoon here for your space, and you can just really surrender down in. When we touch our third eye, or that seat of intuition, which is in between the brows, to the mat, we send a signal that it's okay for the mind to slow down. We do a lot of our analytical thinking in the front side of the head and the brain. In this space, we can just really let it go. No need to think, no need to wonder, no need to analyze. Just be right here. And then lifting up just slightly, walking the hands to the left side of the mat. Maybe they come all the way off of the mat, and if you'd like to stack the right hand on top of the left hand, finding some length and stretch in that right side body. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Slow it down. I see those thoughts that are creeping up. I see where the mind is going and that behavioral pattern, those thoughts that continually come up. Just let them go. Notice. Practice the awareness that yoga is. When we find ourselves aware, that's when we can make change. From awareness comes change, comes growth, comes evolvement. We get to move once we know where we're at. Inhale back to center. Coming up onto the hands and knees. Press yourself back into downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in. Let it go. Rise up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, make your way to the top of the space. Halfway lift, nice long flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, root down to rise up all the way to Tadasana pose, mountain, fingertips reach. Exhale, hands through heart center, let it go. Inhale, big breath, open, open, open. Grab the left wrist and come up over to the right. So we're in a nice side body stretch. Big right side body. The left side body is opening. We're stretching over to the right. Good. Inhale, center. Over to the left. Big open. Big stretch. Good. Come back to center. Once again, cactus the arms. Open the heart. Lean into it. Inhale to rise. Bow forward, hands through heart center. A moment of gratitude for this space, this time, this practice, the health of our body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Pause here. Hold for 5. Really press through the fingertips. 4. See where you can hug the belly button into the spine to lift you up a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, lower halfway down or all the way, up dog or cobra, whatever your practice is calling for today. And then lift the hips high by using the core, hugging the belly button into the spine, and find your downward facing dog. We're going to flow through our sun salutation A 3 times to welcome in this moment, to welcome in this breath. So inhale, rise up onto the toes, flow with me. Exhale, come to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down to rise up all the way. Tadasana, mountain reach. Exhale, hands through heart center. Soft bend in the knees. Let your breath go. Inhale, rise up. Flow low, Uttanasana, all the way down. Forward fold, halfway lift, long flat spine. Crown reaches forward. Exhale, fold, plant the palms. Step back, high plank. Now from here you can go to down dog, or you can flow through chaturanga with me. Options are drop to the knees or not. I'm going to drop to my knees, lower halfway or all the way to the belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra, your choice. Hug the belly button in, hips high, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let it go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, journey to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine, hands at the shins to help us lift, and then we fold forward. Exhale, let it go. Root down through the feet so much we rise up, mountain pose, Tadasana, reach, 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 hands through heart center. Exhale, let it go, soften the knees. We're always so soft in the knees, never hyperextending. Inhale, big breath, reach up nice and high. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift and fold. Palms to the mat, step back. So many choices here. You can go right to down dog. We can flow through chaturanga. This time I'm going to stay off of my knees, lowering halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Never an option is better than the other or a sign of your level or advancement. Yoga is just about breath, so anything else is a bonus. Never feel like you're being left behind in a practice when you're not taking a certain option or a layer. It's simply an option. Does not mean level, does not mean that you are not doing a great practice. By you being on your mat and showing up is the practice. You are here right now. Inhale, rise up. Let's flow through that one more time. Bend the knees, look forward, step forward, halfway lift, and fold. Root down to rise up all the way like you mean it. Fingertips high, touch the sky. Hands through heart center, soft knees, settle down in. Inhale, big breath, lift and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold again, your choice. What do you need here? Step back, high plank. Go into down dog if you'd like. Drop to the knees if you need. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog for cobra. Exhale, hips high. Use the core, downward facing dog. Good. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bend the knees, look forward. This time, hop forward as much as you can. Landing softly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Fold. Good. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Coming into a little balancing posture. We're going to work on our tree here this morning or this evening or this afternoon, wherever you're at, bringing your left foot to the inside of your right ankle. So in your tree pose, you have multiple options. We can be at the ankle, we can be at the calf, we can be in the inside of the thigh. Wherever you're at today, it's just a variation, not judging yourself for where you are, just being right where you are. Meeting yourself exactly where you are. The point of our tree pose is to find balance, and through that we allow the wiggles in the foot, that standing foot, all of that little movement means the foot and the muscles around it are growing. They're learning. They're connecting. A tree grows by being blown in the wind. If the tree was held and stagnant, it wouldn't grow. So allow the wiggles. And then take your attention to one point in your room that's not moving. We call this our drishti point, which is a soft gaze, a soft focus, to help us go within, to help us stay connected. Yeah, good. And then come back to that foot, that rooted foot that's grounded, and allow your attention to build some roots off of that foot, to grow down within. And if you've fallen out, just keep coming back in, coming back to this space, coming back to this moment. What do you need right here, right now? Slowly bringing that left knee into center. You can grab the fronts of the knees with the hands. Ooh, feel all that movement. Welcome it, welcome it, welcome it. And then cross the ankle on top of the knee as we sit down into a standing figure four. This should feel really good on the outside edge of that right hip. We're now really deep into that balance. Can you grow your roots even deeper? How far down can you go? How wide can you go? How connected can you be? Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Good. Slowly stand up. And then reach that left foot behind you as we come into airplane. I know that that bottom right foot is feeling it, but talk to it. Let it know that it is safe, that it is capable. The mind wants to get up way before the body. Feel it. Go within. Be strong. Reach the fingertips down. Standing splits. So good. So powerful. Breathe in. Right foot meets left foot meets right. Good. Release. Inhale. Halfway lift to reset the spine. Exhale. Forward. Fold. Nice work. Slowly rise up. Exhale. Hands through heart center. This time rooting down through the left foot. Right foot comes to the ankle, the calf, or up into the inner thigh. Ooh, good. Here we are, back in our balance. Each side is going to feel a little bit different. How does that left foot feel? Where's the drishti? Where's the gaze? Where's that soft focus? And now, going within the body, growing the roots down into the ground, into the soil, nice and wide, nice and deep. Breathe into it. Connect. Again, allow the wiggles. This is your growth. We are growing. You're getting stronger. You're evolving. Beautiful. And as you're ready, bring the left knee in and the right knee, right ankle on top of the left knee. Coming into the figure four. So the right foot is crossed up on top of the left knee. We're sinking down in. Breathe in here. Feel it. Can you root? Can you find stillness? A moment of peace even. Strength, security. So much takes place in this rooting. Good. Take one more big breath. Stay connected. Slowly rise up. That right knee comes into center. And then we reach the right foot back for airplane. Hands reach back. Chest comes down towards the ground, but not too low. We want to be flying like an airplane and feel an up dog in the shoulders. So we're breathing and flying, and then lower the fingertips down. Head down. Standing splits. Good. Surrender. Big breath in. Exhale, left foot meets right. So beautiful. Halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, fold. Forward, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Lowering halfway or less, or all the way to the belly for cobra. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a breath. Let it go. Let's flow through our sunny one more time here to reset everything. Bend the knees, journey to the top of the space, halfway lift and forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold right into it. Inhale, halfway lift and fold. Rooting down through that right foot. Slowly lift the left leg high. If you need a prop, grab that cushion, grab a block, anything you need to lift the fingertips up off the ground, giving you a little bit more space. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Big step back all the way to the back of your mat. Adjust the feet as much as you need as we come into crescent lunge, high lunge. Just a little flow here. Take a breath in and open right into our warrior two. Notice where those right toes automatically want to go. Make sure that they're pointing forward to the top of the mat. The back left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And then we sink down in. Take a breath. Let it go. Take a breath. Settle down in, let it go. Take a breath. This time extend your side angle, right elbow to the right knee, left arm up and over. So we have the option of reaching it towards the sky or even right out in front of us. I like the arm reaching out in front because this will give you a nice long line here. Flip that right palm up towards the sky in a receiving mode. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Inhale, stay low in that right knee. Challenge the right leg as we reverse our warrior. Feeling the side body stretch on that right side, so big and open. Take a breath. And as you're ready, cartwheel the hands down, plant the palms, step back, choose your journey into your downward facing dog. What does that look like for you? You always have the choice, always. Breathe in, let it go. Rise up onto the toes, look forward, take your time, get to the top of the space. Halfway lift and forward fold. Once again, grab that prop if you need for your fingertips. And we slowly lift the right leg high. Sorry, that standing splits here. Breathing in, staying with it. Good, and then finding that big step back all the way to the back of the mat as we rise up into our crescent lunge. High lunge, left foot forward, right foot back. Breathing here, all the way in, all the way out. And as you're ready, go open it up, warrior two. Nice slow flow here. Good. Breathe in. Once again, notice the left foot pointing forward, the knee tracking over the pinky toe if you can. Trying to make it nice and wide here, and then the back left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. As you're ready, reach forward. Extended side angle, left elbow, left knee, right arm up and over. Wherever that arm lands, just breathe into it. Feel it. Try something new. And go where you need to go. Flip the left palm towards the sky. Once again, finding that receiving mode here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reverse your warrior. Stay low in that left knee. Stay low. Stay low. I know it's talking to you. Breathe into it. One more big breath here. Open, open, open. Let it go. Flow low. Plant the palms. Finding right into our downward facing dog. And then drop to the knees. And coming onto our sit bones. Yeah, good. So coming into a seat, we're going to do one final little core action. Can't have a yoga class without a little bit of core, yeah? So coming into boat pose. One of my favorite poses because there's so many options, so many levels to this posture. So sitting here, having the hands behind the knees and the feet reaching forward so the knees are at a 90-degree bend. There's so much benefit here. Stay here. If this feels good, if this is what you need, breathe here. Yeah. If you feel like you'd like to open a little bit more today, peeling a layer, let the hands come off of the legs. Palms are towards the sky. Breathing here. Good, and hold. Where's the breath? When we build core strength, it's not about how it looks, it's about the depth that we create within the body. Our core carries us around all day, every day. Many of us have low back tightness, tension, maybe pain. With a stronger core, we hold ourselves higher, and this will help us evolve from that low back tension, from that discomfort. Strength will help us get through it. So find that core. If you are holding the backs of the legs, come with us as we journey low boat, coming all the way down. Exhale, high boat. Feel free to grab the backs of the legs for a little bit of help there for your pause. Low boat. Inhale up. 5 more, low. And up. 4. Stay with it. Nice and slow. 3. 2. Last one, come into low boat. Can you hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Amazing. Surrender down onto your back. And just let it go. So beautiful. And now we're going to do a tightness, a tension, and release posture. So stretching everything long. Engage everything. Tighten the hands, point the toes, hug the ribs into the belly, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tighten, 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 and release. Everything softens. 2 more, just like that. Tighten, tighten. Find that tension, find that squeeze, find that grip on the body. Big breath in, big breath in, big breath in. Let it go. Surrender. The whole body relaxes. Good. Last one. Inhale, breath. Tighten everything, squeeze everything. See how long you can get. See how tense you can get. See how much you can squeeze it in, and then the release. That is the reward. So I like to envision the tightness and the tension as sort of how we carry ourselves through most of our day, through most of our life. Tense and tight, busy, trying so hard, focused on the next thing. And then when we know what we need, when we find ourselves aware of the tension, we get the reward of the surrender, of the release, of the softening. So when you find yourself with your clenched jaw, your shoulders are tight, or maybe you're gripping the steering wheel too tight with the hands, just notice. Give yourself a moment of release. Soften. Soften the jaw. Soften the hands. Allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. Allow the body to soften, the belly to soften. And then take a nice deep breath. Fill all the way up. Let it go. Good. 2 more. Let that breath guide you and anchor you back into this moment. What do you need? Feel free to bring the hands down to the body, connecting one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. If Supta Baddha Konasana is in your practice, feel free to go there where we bring the soles of the feet together, the knees nice and wide. Opening the hips. Opening the body. Where's your anchor now? Maybe in the back of the pelvis, the back of the heart, the back of the head, the ankles, the heels, shoulders. Pick an area that's resonating with you and allow yourself to anchor there. Anchor into that space. Be one with the moment. Be one with your breath. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. One more deep breath here. Let it go. Using the hands on the sides of the legs, if you're in Baddha Konasana, bring the knees up. If the legs are straight, start to bend the knees and hug them into the chest. Ooh, find a nice big circle, low spine massage. Rocking side to side. What does the body need right here? Planting the soles of the feet down onto the ground, bring the right ankle on top of the left knee for supine figure four. So we've already been in figure four, but maybe here we can get a little bit deeper because we're not balancing at the same time. Hugging the left knee into the body, the right elbow presses the right knee away from you as you've interlaced the fingers behind that left leg. So we're in a nice little pretzel type posture, pretzeling here. But a figure four with the legs and that right elbow pressing into the right knee can help open up that right hip just a little bit more. Good. Breathe. Allow the opening. Notice when you breathe your attention into a space of tension. Attention to the tension allows for the release. Beautiful. Attention to the tension allows for the release. Good. Breathe. Amazing. Slowly bring the left foot down. Keeping the right foot crossed and let the right leg cross all the way over the left. So the legs are totally crossed here. And then both knees fall to the left side. I definitely feel this in my low spine. So I'm going to take my time, even using my hand to massage the back of my back. Sometimes when I hike in the snow, my low spine, my low back really feels it. So this is the perfect way for us to just allow for the space and for this twist to release. Let it go. Sometimes when we're just sitting, sometimes when we have slept wrong, sometimes if we haven't moved enough, the body will react. It will let you know that something needs your attention. Attention to the tension allows for this release. I love that so much. Allow that to be a part of your mantra to guide you when you feel the tension. Bring your attention to it so that you can breathe and release. Now coming up out of this posture, I encourage you to hug your belly button into the spine to engage that core that we helped build in our boat pose. Yeah, and uncross the right leg. Press both feet into the mat. Lift the hips up. Just a little bridge pose here. Maybe come in and out of it a couple of times, lifting the hips up. This is a great way to reset the spine, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And we'll just go ahead and do a full bridge pose. Press the feet into the mat. The hands come down by the sides. If it feels good, roll the shoulders underneath you. Interlace the fingers. Press the mat away. Press the mat down. Press the feet down. Hips rise up. Taking a moment to look at the belly, and with your inhale, fill up the belly. And with the exhale, let the belly soften. 2 more. Let it go. 1 more. Release the fingertips if they're there. Exhale the air. This time lift up onto the toes. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Upper back, middle back, lower back, all the way down. Good. Hug the knees in. Find a nice little movement here. Rock side to side. Left ankle on top of the right knee, figure 4 here. Maybe you just press the left knee away from you, and that's plenty for your body. If and when you're ready, hug that right knee in. Finding figure 4 on the side, feeling the left hip opening, the left elbow pressing into the left inside of the knee. Fingertips are interlaced behind the right leg, hugging the knee in as close as you need. You're in control here. You get to decide how much your stretch goes, how deep your stretch goes, how much your stretch benefits you, or how much you need today. You get to decide. Always, you get to decide. What do you need? Good. 2 more breaths. Awesome. Slowly lower that right foot. Cross the left leg completely over the right. So you're in a cross-legged position. And then we let both knees fall to the right side. Maybe even pick the hips up so that you're onto that right hip. And I notice a huge difference in the rotation from one side to the other. And that doesn't make it better or worse or a problem. It just means that my body is not in exact alignment, which is totally normal. I just notice, and I treat my body on each side a little bit different, stretching in one way, a little bit different than the other. Find your breath here, anchoring down, stay in the moment. Good, and as you're ready, hug the belly button into the spine to engage the core as you lift the knees up and uncross the feet. A couple of small bridge poses here to just reset the spine, lifting the hips up, tucking the tailbone under. And then go ahead and give yourself a nice big squeeze here, wrapping the elbows around the legs, the forearms squeeze towards the shins, the forehead comes up towards the knees. Big hug, big squeeze. Thank you, body. Thank you, health. Thank you for this moment. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding us, the universe for supporting us, and Mama Earth for always providing what we need. Take a breath and surrender. Final Shavasana. We'll be here for just a few moments, so set yourself up. This is the dessert of our practice. This is where it all connects. So no matter what happens from here on out, just allow yourself these final few moments, anchoring into the breath, anchoring into the body, not attaching to the thoughts. Slow your roll. Always just there and high. Just ignore it. What you will ever find. Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. Have the ability to stay in Shavasana, stay here, relishing in this moment, taking these final moments for yourself. If you're ready to move and seal your practice, take a nice big breath in and slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Exhale your breath out. Good. Slowly rolling the head from side to side, awakening the spine. On an inhale, stretch the hands up over the head, reaching from fingers to toes, finding that tension, stretch, and release. Rolling to one side or the other, using whichever arm is on that side as a pillow for your fetal posture, taking a moment to honor this posture as it symbolizes our ability to begin again. And slowly press yourself up into a seated posture where we began. Trying to keep the eyes closed or low as we finalize, seal our practice here together, pressing the palms right in front of the heart center into one another, bowing the chin ever so slightly once again, bringing head closer to heart. Taking one final deep breath here together all the way in through the nose. Let it go. Thank you so much for joining me here, for making your practice a priority, for knowing how important it is to slow your roll, to go within, to be within the body. And at any moment, at any time, you are allowed to slow your roll. Inhaling the hands to third eye center, our seat of intuition. The teacher in me honors, sees, and respects the teacher in you. As we bow forward, sealing our practice. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is an honor to bring this practice to you. I hope that I am constantly growing and learning from this practice alongside of you. I'm always open to feedback, comments, suggestions. This is a donation-based class, so if you feel called to send a donation to my Venmo, it is Nikki-Shadeen at Venmo. And please subscribe so that you get updates for my classes, and the more followers that I obtain, I will then have the ability to film in other locations instead of only from my computer. So even though this is nice and it's finally working out, it would be lovely to be outside when the summer happens. So I am going to pull a card just to finalize my practice, and it always gives me just a nice message for the upcoming week. So if you have a few minutes to stay with me, I would love that. We are a little bit after 11. I am not great at being totally on time with yoga, and I know this. So let's pull an animal spirit card together, because why not, right? Why not? If you'd like to go into the cards with me, just closing the eyes and setting an intention. And I like to ask for guidance and just a message and what we need here, what will help guide us through our week. Some words of wisdom. Let the cards speak to us. No, it doesn't have to be woo-woo or crazy. It's just about some messaging, some beautiful words the Spirit is always looking to guide us with. I will come closer with the card, but I got the deer. We'll come up and share that with you. I don't know that I've gotten the deer very much. The deer is earth, which is awesome. A little bit of earthing and grounding today. We did talk a lot about grounding. I wonder what the deer has to share with us. Oh dear. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Beautiful words already. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates a sense of grace and calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. Slow your roll yoga. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned and protective. To bring into balance nature and children. Beautiful. I feel like that was exactly the message that we needed today, as always. We will come up close with this beautiful card. The deer. Hello, dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a absolutely beautiful Sunday or day, whatever day it is. Bye.